is definitely your vendor team from the jump, but I feel like most of my vendors I'm relational with. I can text you like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
hey, here you go. Or one of my vendors still has a house phone. I could call her house phone. She has a landline. I shall not say her name, but she has a landline.
Okay.
I could call her at home and be like, hey. So I think to me, it's the relationships you build with your vendors too.
Hmm.
That so on wedding day, you all want to work with each other because it's been such a good experience. But that's my
Yeah.
friend outside of this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna mess up a friendship behind. So I feel like that is probably the core. Like these are people that I want to build relationships with. Outside of this, I want to be able to use you for my real life. I want to say I'm having a party, Oliver. Come on through and rock
Yeah.
the party.
Yeah.
But like if you do me dirty over there, yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel like that is probably the core is relationships where people feel like they have to keep their word because I have a relationship with you
Yeah.
that hinges on like this.
So everything has to
Yeah.
flow right.
So with new people, I will work with a new person, but they definitely, there's a lot more questions I'm calling. I am the wedding planner that, I still do interviews.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if it's people that I know, the bride and the groom need to hear you. They
Yeah.
need to see your face. They need to hear how you handle trouble. Hey, what's your worst experience? I ask you that question.
Yeah.
What's a bad experience? So they know that you're a professional because even as professionals, we have bad days.
Yeah.
So everybody gets that interview. Caterers, cake, I'm going to ask the questions because at the end of the day, the client has to make the decision on the team that they feel like fits them.
Yeah.
So,
And I think that's actually something that is, I guess, more unique to you. And granted, I don't know every single planner in Texas, but that's not something that I've seen, everybody do. And so, I really like the fact that you have those interviews because a lot of times it is a situation to where, planners are just saying, "Hey, this is my guy," and or hey, you only need to talk to these two guys or whatever. Whereas in an interview process, there actually may have been that guy that you have seen in the club or whatever, but you may be discouraged to talk
fail
to
the
him.
interview. I
He
hate to
may
say that, fail the interview.
he may fail the interview.
Yeah.
But you just may be discouraged to talk to him if you don't have that interview process or if you're not that open. So I really like the fact that you actually do that, and I think that more planners should.
I feel like it's an advantage to you as a planner and as to because sometimes it paints it. I will give you the best real life example. I just had a bride that I feel like right now for planners, the internet is amazing, but Instagram on the backside, you can post anything,
Of course.
you could be anything without anybody's real receipt.
Mm-hmm.
And so brides will look through and go, hey, I saw blah, 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 blah. So I get sent the bride we were working on photography and she looked at all the numbers. She was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So she went to Instagram and she was like, hey, can you, I said, typically not my thing, but just because that's what you want, I will do it. Call two. And one, we have a great conversation, but like his entire Instagram portfolio, there's like 2 or 3 wedding pictures, but not like so I said, hey, can you send me a full portfolio so I can see what the entire thing looks like? Great. Didn't get it. So to me, that was the answer that, he never even responded with the portfolio.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe the portfolio was, who knows? There was another one she liked and they sent the portfolio. She didn't, versus I saw 3 from this wedding that were beautiful. And then the rest of it was like, oh. So needless to say, she went back to my original list and picked from the original list.
Yeah.
So I feel like sometimes the interviews paint a better picture for them I am never going to make the decision for them. That's always my thing. This is the wedding that you want, not that I'm planning, but this is your wedding. So I'm going to be like, yes, no, yes. And I literally will tell them, I'm not going to tell you who my favorite is unless you ask me directly. Because I work with them all year.
Yeah.
So my process is I list 3. A high end, a medium, and a low. It's like real life. You could like Louis Vuitton, Target, and Walmart. We all do, right? But you may like the Target florist. Who knows?
Yeah.
Or you may be like, I like the Louis florist. Let's go see her. But I don't know that. So I'm going to spread it out. And then you're going to say, oh, I kind of like that portfolio. Let's see them. And then every once in a while, I will get asked a direct question. If they say, who's your favorite DJ? they just about already know because they're already scouting. Their friends told their friends,
Yeah.
"Hey, he did my wedding. I'll tag you in the post." So they've already scouted you on
They've
their
already,
own.
yeah, yeah,
So they about know that you're my favorite without me saying that.
yeah,
But if they ask me, I'm gonna tell them, and I can back up why. Now, if you want to see such and such, we can have the interview with such and such.
yeah,
And so that's how I do it. I literally there's three. Tell me who you like, but most of the time they already know who Pam likes.
yeah, yeah.